Evacuation urged in Ukrainian-controlled DPR cities, a dire call for safety. In a stark reminder of the ongoing conflict in eastern Ukraine, Ukrainian Deputy Prime Minister Irina Vereshchuk has issued an urgent call for the evacuation of residents from several cities under Ukrainian control in the Donetsk People's Republic, DPR. The cities of Krasnoarmeysk, Dimitrov, and Selidovo are now in the crosshairs as the front line creeps dangerously closer, threatening the safety of thousands of civilians. The growing threat. As the conflict between Ukrainian forces and Russian backed separatists continues to intensify, the front lines have shifted, bringing the war to the doorsteps of previously stable regions. Krasnoarmeysk, Dimitrov, and Selidovo have long been under Ukrainian control, but recent military developments suggest that these areas could soon become active combat zones. The situation has escalated to the point where the Ukrainian government sees no option but to urge evacuation to prevent further civilian casualties. Deputy Prime Minister Vereshchuk's appeal highlights the gravity of the situation. The government is acutely aware of the dangers posed to civilians caught in the crossfire, and the call to evacuate is a necessary measure to protect lives. The human cost. The conflict in eastern Ukraine has already taken a heavy toll on the civilian population. Thousands have been killed or wounded, and millions have been displaced since the war began in 2014. The renewed fighting in 2023 has only exacerbated the humanitarian crisis, with countless families forced to leave their homes in search of safety. For the residents of Krasnoarmeysk, Dimitrov, and Selidovo, the prospect of evacuation is both daunting and heartbreaking. Many have lived in these cities their entire lives, and leaving behind their homes, communities, and livelihoods is a painful decision. However, the approaching front line leaves them with little choice. Government response and support. The Ukrainian government has pledged to provide support to those who choose to evacuate. Vereshchuk has assured residents that the government is working to ensure safe passage and adequate accommodations for evacuees. However, the logistics of such a large-scale evacuation are complex, and there are concerns about whether the government can effectively manage the process amid the ongoing conflict. The international community has also been called upon to assist in this humanitarian effort. Ukraine has urged its allies to provide additional support, both in terms of resources and diplomatic pressure, to help protect civilians and prevent further escalation of the conflict. A call for peace. The call for evacuation serves as a grim reminder of the urgency for a peaceful resolution to the conflict in eastern Ukraine. As the war drags on, the human cost continues to mount, and the potential for further devastation looms large. While the Ukrainian government takes steps to protect its citizens, the ultimate solution lies in diplomacy and dialogue. The international community must continue to push for negotiations that can bring an end to the violence and pave the way for a lasting peace in the region. In the meantime, the people of Krasnoarmeysk, Dimitrov, and Selidovo face an uncertain future. Their resilience in the face of such adversity is commendable, but the need for safety cannot be overstated. As they prepare to leave their homes behind, they carry with them the hope that one day they can return to a peaceful and prosperous Ukraine.